Benevolent Plum Tarot. My name is Jess. Today I'm going to be doing a pick a card to look at how other people see you. How do people actually see you? So I'm going to look at just kind of in general how people view you. Then I'm going to look at strengths that people see in you and weaknesses people see in you. For the strengths, recognizing what your strengths are, you are better able to play those up. And for any weaknesses that people might perceive in you, that might be something that you would like to work on. So we have 3 groups to choose from. We have group 1 held up by the green zebra, group 2 held up by the red hippo, group 3 held up by the yellow elephant. Check in with that beautiful intuition of yours. Go with the group that pulls you at the very first. That tends to be the correct one. And I will see you at your chosen group. Hello, group 1. Welcome to your reading. So let's see. I'm going to use this deck for you to start. I'm going to get some kind of oracle cards for keywords and that type of energy just to see how people see you, group 1. All right. How do people see group 1 in general? Just the general vibe. Okay. Talented. Judgment. King of emotional. Beautiful. Okay. So how do people see you, group 1? First things I'm getting is, first of all, they see you as very talented. Whatever it is that you do, I feel like people think that you are a fast learner. You're good at things. Like, I think people see you as somebody that is, in a lot of ways, they look up to you. I feel like they see you as a leader in that way. Yeah, so a lot of talent showing through here. I'm in touch with your emotions. So I see, they do see you as emotional. We'll say that. They see you as an emotional person. But it's like you have an emotional maturity. So they see you as somebody who can manage their emotions, isn't afraid to show how they're feeling. So I really like that energy. There is a little bit of could be judgmental here with the judgment card, but I'm more getting that you're able to kind of be a leader, pull things together when you need to. Like if something goes wrong, you're able to take the lead. If somebody, falls in their grocery store and some old lady gets a bonk on the head and she's on the floor, I feel like you'd be someone to immediately take action, while others might be kind of bystanders going, oh, you are somebody who can take the lead when you need to. But I do see here, as far as friendships and things like that, people see you as a sociable person, but they also see that you can be a little bit keeping your boundaries, or sometimes want to not be standoffish. I'm not getting standoffish. I'm getting could cancel plans. It could be someone who doesn't always want to go out, but when you do go out, or when people do get a chance to connect with you, it's like they have a wonderful time. So it's like people see you as fun to be around, fun to celebrate with, fun to hang out with. They see you as popular, whether you realize it or not. They see you as somebody who is fun to be around and very likable. But again, reiterating that they also see you as somebody who can sometimes be standoffish. Maybe I'm not getting so much shy. Maybe you are shy, but that's not how you're being perceived. People are seeing you sometimes as just wanting to have space, or claim space, which is totally fine, because I feel like it's pretty balanced overall to have this kind of fun to be around, socializing, and also having boundaries. So I feel like this is actually very positive energy for you. You're able to instill boundaries when you need to. So I really like that for you. Let's use this deck. I want to see, how do people see you? What are your strengths? What strengths do people perceive with you? Okay, 5 cards here. Justice, 3 of Swords, 3 of Pentacles. Wow, Knight of Pentacles and High Priestess. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and get some other cards out. We'll use some of these here. What are the strengths for group 1? How do people see group 1 as far as their strengths? Well, how do they shine to other people? Yep. Tolerance. Okay, I really like that. That's really kind of going along with the energy here. I'm going to get a couple of these, and then I will go ahead and explain all the energy that I'm getting for you. Okay, manifestation. Beautiful. Love it. Okay, so these are the strengths. I really love it. I'm getting a lot of like green here with this grounding too. That to me is this beautiful hematite energy here is being able to, again, instill boundaries when you need to, disconnect when you need to. So that is a beautiful strength, and people see it as a strength. So that's really good to know that people don't see you as like being rude or standoffish so much as, well, maybe sometimes standoffish, but not being like, they don't see it as a negative thing. They see it as a strength, that you are able to instill boundaries when you need to. So I feel like you're able to do that in a very fair and compassionate way when you need to. People see you as a good manifester, see you able to like have success in the things that you put energy into, which is shown up here with this 8 of Pentacles again, talented, successful with all that you do, fast learner, able to pick up things very quickly. And we have this flexibility along with this tolerance. Again, kind of back to this fairness energy. I feel like you are able to see both sides of situations, and that might be why you can be a bit of a leader. I'm also getting a mediator type of energy for you. So I feel like you're able to kind of be someone who can calm when shit hits the fan. You're able to take the lead, calm everyone down, or get everybody, in a mind frame that is more helpful and not chaotic. So I feel like you're able to really, like, I don't know, it's like you're able to get everybody, on the same boat as far as like, what are we doing about this situation? With this 3 of Swords here, it's like when things go wrong, you know how to handle it. You know how to respond. You know how to emotionally respond to things. I feel like when things go wrong for you specifically, people see you as someone who is very strong emotionally, able to withstand a lot of ups and downs. So you may have had like a public breakup or something, a loss that was public amongst family and friends or amongst the workplace. I'm actually getting a lot of workplace energy here. And people see you as very graceful and strong in being able to deal with that loss. So I feel like people really see you as like strong and like very level-headed, but still in touch with your emotions. This is such a beautiful energy for you. With the 3 of Pentacles and the Knight of Pentacles, again, manifesting energy here, and the High Priestess. With this High Priestess, you don't always communicate what you're thinking. So I feel like you might be someone who, at least people see you this way, who will speak like things that are important, not always just say things just to say it. So that might be one of the reasons why some people think you might be a little bit standoffish and not shy. I'm not getting shy. I'm getting like somebody who says the right thing and doesn't just say things just to say it. It's like you have something to say, you'll say it, but you don't just blather on. I mean, in social situations, when you're having fun, of course, let loose. But when you are, in kind of day to day, you don't just say things just to say it. You wait till you have something of value to say before you say it. And people see you that way. And then we have responsibility. People see you as responsible. Again, with this kind of workplace energy, I feel like you're able to follow through. At least it appears to be that way to other people. How we're seen and how we actually are can be a little bit different. But I mean, there's a reason people see you this way. You're able to make things happen when you want them to. So beautiful energy, to have, to show. Wow, so that's really wonderful. I want to get a few of these. Actually, let's move these aside. Let's look at maybe some weaknesses here. And what weaknesses do people see in group 1? There's a lot of strengths there. There's a lot of really beautiful energy, but we all have show some weaknesses. I want to find something that maybe you could work on. Maybe something you didn't quite know about that people see you. If this is, okay, slow down. Okay. That makes sense. That makes sense to me. With this kind of like, maybe sometimes even a perfectionist. Like you might be someone who appears to be a perfectionist. Cooperation. Okay, I got it. Sorry. Grounding. Okay. Which is interesting because we had this grounding energy. I don't know where the card went. But that energy is a little bit different than this grounding energy because this is saying the beginning is where you need to be. So here's where people see maybe a little bit of a weakness, and this really isn't a terrible weakness at all. This is somebody who might be a little too independent with things. You don't really like to ask for help is kind of what I'm getting. I feel like you would like to sometimes jump ahead as far as where your skills are at, what you're trying to make come into fruition here. You might sometimes want to jump ahead instead of taking it step by step because you might want to get excited and you want to just move ahead. You want to jump for it. This is slow down. You might be could be a little bit of a workaholic. I'm not getting workaholic energy for you, to be honest. I'm more getting the super independent, not really wanting to ask for help or not wanting to take help, wanting to do it all yourself and do it all your way is kind of the energy I'm getting. So I feel like I'm slowing down a little bit, giving others a chance to catch up because people do see you as someone who can, can take the lead, who is very talented in what they do. So it's sort of like being able to slow down when you need to. Sometimes the beginning is where you need to be. So not jumping ahead, but if you're starting something new, or maybe it's time to kind of reconnect with the reason why you're, in this career path or in this path with these people, whatever it is, getting back connected to the reason why you're on this path, or what is it that you're trying to accomplish in life? What are your goals? Reconnecting with the why, so that you can kind of slow down and get present with yourself. I feel like too, the biggest energy I'm getting here is that independence. If you want to rush ahead, I don't think that's a big deal. I feel like the universe will slow you down if you need to. Do listen to your body if you're overdoing it. If you need rest, listen to your body, or the universe will make you rest one way or another. But I'm more feeling like you're just not wanting to ask for help or take help. You want to do things your way, so you'll do it yourself. Right? At work, maybe you want to do it your way. You want to do it the way you feel like it should be done. So you end up doing a lot yourself, whether that's work or school, or whatever it is that you're doing with your day to day. Could even be home life. Those dishes. If you're doing the dishes and you don't want other people to do them because you like the way you do them. I'm using that example because that's me. I like them done very, very sparkly well, and so I don't want other people to do the dishes because I want to know they're done the right way. It's an oddball thing, but that's an example that makes sense to me. That's tangible to me. So yeah, being able to accept other people's help or cooperating with other people around you, that's something for you to work on. Honestly, I don't see much more weakness than that. It's pretty much, that's what people see. Too independent. Anything else here? So that's the weakness to work on. I feel like not too crazy, really. You have a lot more strengths showing than weaknesses. People see you as, again, really quite a leader. Moving towards your highest potential as well. So I think that's really beautiful. People see you as such a successful person or on a successful path. Whether you see yourself in that light or not, I don't know, but I feel like it's time to start seeing yourself in that light. Start acknowledging your strengths. Start acknowledging that you are someone who can take a leadership role when you need to. You are someone who is in tune with your intuition. You are someone who's in touch with your emotions. And you're able to, I'm getting this energy that you're able to really help mediate or, give offer counseling of some sort, offer some sort of support to others, that's really valuable. So it's like you have a wisdom that you're able to share, and that's a super valuable trait to have. So great energy here for you. All right, let's see here. And you're very like a fair person. You know, you don't necessarily want to jump to taking sides in situations. You like to really give people a chance as well. I feel like you give people a chance to learn from their mistakes. But you will instill those boundaries if you need to. See if there's anything. Don't let your past hold you back. Emotions are running high. Okay. And hold your vision. Yeah, so if there is anything that's kind of maybe any experiences that you've had from the past that has maybe, I'm feeling more this is about your confidence, because I feel like you really are. You're such a talented person. You are able to create success for yourself. You are able to manifest beautiful success for yourself. So if you've had some sort of failures in the past, or things seem like they didn't go right for you, that's part of learning. That's okay. Don't expect that that's the thing that's going to happen next. If you had something go wrong, don't expect that's going to be the next outcome again. You know, that was then. What you have here in the future may be totally different. Just keep moving towards those goals, because I feel like you are truly on a path to success. Emotions are running high. So that might just be, we have this big energy of emotions for you. I just feel like taking the time to kind of like, recoup or rest when you need it, because I feel like you're an emotional like person. You're compassionate, you're empathic, and so that can really be draining for you. So just really taking the time to recharge, disconnect from the world, not too much. I mean, you know, within reason, because you don't want to start isolating, but giving yourself time to yourself to recharge, super important for you, because I feel like you can be easily drained by people because you are so empathic. And then we have hold your vision, moving towards success, as we already know. Beautiful energy for you. Yeah, should I get an Art of Manifestation card? Let's end with that. Anything for group 1? Wow, I mean, people really see you as just like such a talented individual, super fast learner, highly intelligent. Wow. I wasn't expecting like so much. I wasn't sure what to expect. Which direction? Okay. Beautiful. Oh, I feel like I'm going to get one more for you. Leadership. What did I say? Group 1. What did I say? Okay. First, let's check this. Which direction? You have reached a turning point in your life. Do not be afraid of taking the wrong path. I feel like this is, again, that kind of letting go of, you know, the past. Don't let your past hold you back. If you've taken wrong turns in the past, don't allow that to give you hesitation in moving forward now. You do not need to be afraid of taking the wrong path. When you recognize the learning to be found at every step and in every moment of your journey, you will realize there is no wrong way, only the infinite gain of your personal growth and evolution. Beautiful. And then we have leadership, group 1. We all lead by example, our words and actions presenting a role model to everyone that we come into contact with. This card asks you to take ownership of your personal leadership qualities and to align your thoughts, words, and actions with everything that you wish to see in the world. Group 1, you are a natural born leader. People see you that way. Do you see yourself that way? If you don't, it is time to start. Validation right here for you, group 1. You're a leader. Start thinking those leadership thoughts. Think about what kind of a role model you are in your day-to-day actions. What are you putting out there? Because you are a beautiful person, and I feel like the things that you're putting out there, they're just putting waves into the world farther than you can even imagine. So I love this energy for you, group 1. Fantastic. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed that. I hope you found it helpful. If you did, please give this a like. Consider subscribing if you're not, and I will see you next time. Hello, Group 2. Welcome to your reading. So let's just start out with the general vibe. How do people see Group 2? All right, how do people see you? Okay, let's see here. Ooh. All right, Queen of Wands. Okay, we have some Pentacles, Two of Wands. Here we go. Okay, so I got I got a mix of energy here. First of all, people see you as very attractive. I think people see you as kind of like a passionate person, right? You're able to put energy out there. I feel like you can get to be very enthusiastic about things. I think you're very fun to be around. So people see you, and also just very physically attractive. People see you as like kind of a hot individual. Okay. But I think people see you, here's a kind of a little bit of what could be perceived as negative, but I don't necessarily think it is negative. I feel like there's like maybe an energy of not choosing a direction or not, ready to commit to this way or that way. I do see you as like somebody who would commit like maybe relationship wise if you found the right partner, or have you found the right partner. I think people see you as far as relationships able to commit. So I think people see you as loyal, but I'm getting a different energy where it's like a lot, maybe it's like your hobbies or your passions change a lot. You're not sure what direction you want to go, from moment to moment, which is fine. I feel like that could be perceived as kind of negative, but also I feel like it's okay to test the waters. It's okay to test different passions to see which direction you want to go. If you feel like you're being pulled this way for a while, go with it. I feel like that's a fine energy. But how people see you is changing a lot. Like not necessarily ready to commit to one like life path or purpose. So that's the general energy I'm getting. Also very attractive and fun to be around. So it's like not ready to commit to a life purpose yet, or to one life path or one passion or one hobby. Totally fine. But super fun, funny, hilarious, entertaining, super fun to be around. So I really like that energy. Okay, I want to go ahead and jump into what are your strengths? What strengths do people see in you, Group 2? I'm also getting energy for somebody where there's a person waiting for you to make a decision on the connection, or they're waiting for you for some reason. So this is more of a romantic situation. So maybe let me know in the comments if that's you. But I feel like there's somebody who's waiting for you to commit to them or to choose them. And so they're kind of in the waiting, and they don't see you choosing yet. So that's an energy, just I think pretty specific that I got for somebody. Okay, strengths for you. Ooh, I love it. Okay, I love this. The wheel again for your strengths. Okay, Ten of Swords. Okay, Ten of Swords being a strength. Wow. The Ten of Swords can be a pretty heavy energy, but you are able to kind of just move through it. When you get into rough patches or some hard ups and downs, some energy that is hard to deal with, people see you as able to really deal with it. You're able to roll with the punches. You're really somebody who can move on ahead. You're not held back by things that have gone awry, by things that have changed for you. When you have an ending in life, I feel like you're somebody who's able to easily pick up and move on, or it appears to be. People see you as someone who is able to really roll with the punches. You're able to move forward when you need to. You're able to put things to rest when it's time. So it's like when you see this situation has come to a dead end, you see it for what it is. You recognize that this is the end. This is done. This energy is no longer serving you, and you are ready to move on to the next thing, to what is going to serve you. So that's a beautiful energy to have, that people see in you, a beautiful strength here. With this Six of Wands, people see you as someone who's able to, I wanted to say command the room for some reason. That's not the cards, but that's something. So you may be somebody who is able to command the room. You may have a voice that is easily heard by others. You may be somebody who is able to speak your mind, communicate. I feel like you're somebody who has a strong voice when you need to. I feel like you're somebody who has like a presence in the public eye, or that would be a beautiful place for you to be, because you are actually talented in that way. It's like you are able to offer something of value to people. I feel like for you to be in the public eye. So you may have like a YouTube, or you may play instruments, or you may be on a debate team. I don't know. There's like many different avenues for that. But if you aren't, right now putting anything out there where other people are able to see your value, share something with the world, I feel like you need to find a way to put your voice out there, because you have something very valuable about you to present to the world. So beautiful. And people see that in you. People see that you have something to communicate of value. I feel like it's speaking, not so much, it could be speaking through music, but I feel like it's like you speaking to a crowd, or speaking to, having a platform in which to share something of value. So I really love that. I feel like you are also able to lead people into more peaceful times, or into better times. So I feel like you're able to use your voice to help people who've had a hard loss. So it's like you're able to move people emotionally into a healing space. So I love that for you. Let's go ahead and see what maybe some not strengths, weaknesses could be. So I feel like, okay. So security. Okay, this is what people see as your weakness. Okay. So we have breathe, optimism, and security. So I feel like people might see you sometimes being a little bit insecure. I also feel like people might sometimes feel like you could be seeing things a little bit negatively. And then we have this breathe. So I feel like people, actually, this is what I'm getting, is anxious. This is all tying together as people see you as you might be someone who can have a lot of anxiety, which is totally normal to have. It's totally okay. If you have clinical anxiety, something to, an action would be to reach out to finding a support system. That may be, finding a counselor, a professional counselor to help work through some of your anxieties and fears. It may be an online support, but I feel like this is telling me that this is something to work on, right? People see you as having a lot of anxiety. People probably have a lot of compassion for you in this arena, because I don't see it as like a really negative thing at all. I just see it as something to work on and work through, because I want you to be comfortable and happy in your world. You deserve to be feeling secure. You deserve to be feeling strong and secure, and grounded and rooted where you are, not feeling like you don't know what tomorrow brings, or feeling a sense of doom in your day-to-day. If that's an energy that you have, it is very important to slow down and take some time to breathe it out. It is very important to find those supports wherever you can, because you shouldn't be going through that alone. So yeah, that's where the work should be put in. If you need to work on something, I feel like it's working on getting your anxiety into a place where you're much better able to cope with day to day. If you have some sort of stage fright, that would be something very specific that I'm getting, but I am tying that in with this strength of yours, of having something to share, like being able to be in the public eye. Again, we see you as somebody who's very attractive, very warm, a very brilliant light. So to me, that's like a star, right? That's a shining star. So it's like stepping into that, taking that that shining star energy and making that part of your identity, because that's what you are. You are someone who needs to be, I feel, seen or have a platform. If you have this anxiety around a public platform, that is something specifically to work on. Work on how to overcome or cope with like stage fright or that type of anxiety. Wow, beautiful energy here for you, group 2. I really love this. Let's see what energy we might be able to get for you. Any other little tidbits for group 2? Yeah, I really feel like you're just on a beautiful path to quite a high potential. But if you're not quite sure, ooh, beautiful. If you're not quite sure what direction you want to go, I think that's totally fine. I actually see, too, like that even could be considered a strength. Being okay with not knowing exactly which way you're going yet, and just knowing that you are on a path to your purpose, even if you don't know exactly what it is. There it is. Work through your fears. Let's get one more. And you are good enough. I love this for you. Love it for you. Just to call out the signs that we have Capricorn, Scorpio, and Virgo. You may be one of those signs. I also have strong Scorpio here. I also have strong fire here, but you don't have to be one of those signs. I'm getting more that these messages are pretty head on. So working through these fears, knowing that you are good enough, knowing that you do have something of value to share with the world, and really stepping into that role. We do have the end of a tough cycle approaches. To me, this is being able to find ways to cope with that anxiety, to cope with those fears, to face those fears and conquer some of those fears. So beautiful energy for you. I feel like you're on a really strong path here, group 2. Excellent. Let's go ahead and get an Art of Manifestation card for you, and then I'm going to close it out. Okay, that kind of wanted to fly out, so that must be very specific for somebody. Okay, group 2. Message for group 2, please. Okay. The bigger picture. All right. I love that. Really quick, let me just read this one. This is, I feel, for like somebody very specific. I don't know. You might let me know in the comments if this resonates with you. You've done nothing wrong. Whatever has taken place was out of your control and out of your hands. This card asks you to let go of any feelings of guilt or personal blame. This was not your fault. You've done nothing wrong. All right. Pretty specific, I feel, for somebody. Okay. The bigger picture. All right. This is a message for you, group 2. Sometimes, particularly during times of accelerated growth, we feel confused and overwhelmed, unable to see the woods for the trees. This card asks you to stand back and see the bigger picture. Everything is happening just as it should, and soon you will regain clarity. So, yes, I do feel like there is some pretty big changes, shifts, periods of accelerated growth for you, putting you really on a path to the success. And I really feel like it's a type of success where you are in some shape, some form, sharing your voice with the world in a bigger fashion. So I really love this bigger picture for you. Really getting a glimpse or a bigger perspective on just where you are in the world, recognizing you don't have to have it all figured out right now, but knowing that you are on this path to your highest potential, I feel like is totally what this whole reading is about. I mean, it's just a beautiful energy for you. I love it so much. Thank you so much, group 2. That is your reading. I hope that you enjoyed it. If you did, please give this a thumbs up. Consider subscribing if you haven't. Otherwise, I will see you next time. Bye-bye. Hello, group 3. Welcome to your reading. So let's go ahead and see how people see you. All right. How do others view group 3? Let's get the general vibe here. Okay. Ooh, the sun. Beautiful. Queen of Pentacles, Knight of Wands. Okay, the Nine of Wands and Strength card. Wow. Cool. So I really like this. People see you as outgoing, very fiery, very attractive, very assertive. They also see you as somebody who can be a manifester, can be very loyal as well. So it's like they see you as somebody who will be, when I say loyal, I feel like it's like once people are in your circle, like you have their back, right? But you also expect them to have yours. So I feel like it's like a strong bond with the people you allow into your circle. I do see, although you are very like vibrant, I see this beautiful social energy around you, but I do see you do not let just anybody into your circle. So you might be sometimes like a social butterfly, or you'll be very friendly. You like to meet people, but you have this sort of like wall between who's in and who's out. Like in your circle, like who's your ride or die. Like these are people that you would kill for, I guess, and you expect the same. So it's like that type of loyalty. It's like that inner circle. So, so I really like that for you. That's how people see you. They also see you as very brave. Again, social, fun. Like, I feel like people are very, like, drawn to you. Like, I'm getting so much fire here for you. You probably a fire sign, or you have it in your chart. Like, you have fire in your chart one way or another. I love this sort of like, I like this sort of like, I'm almost getting like this fiery, now this, any gender here, but I'm getting like this like protective mother type of vibe. And you don't have to be an actual mother. And again, this is any gender, but it's like you would literally do anything for those that you care about, for your family. You would do you're very protective of the people you care about. So I'm getting like this very fierce love, like fierce protection energy for you. People see you that way. People see you as brave, strong, fierce even, and very, very attractive as well. Like people see you as like, you're very glowing, like a light. People are drawn to you, like like big time people are drawn to you. I also see you as like very funny, and I also see you could be like a little bit of a prankster sometimes, or tell a lot of jokes, kind of like take the piss out of people, like that type of thing. You could be a little bit of not annoying, but you could be somebody who will push things a little bit when it comes to like joking around. Joking around with people you care about, you will push it. You will try to push the line a little bit here and there. So I think that's kind of cool. It's like people definitely think you're funny, but they also expect that you might be a bit of a prankster or a bit of a joker. So fun. I really love that for you. Again, there's that this is all fire except for this one aspect of like loyalty or down for life, like holding people close. Like you hold those people close to you forever. Like that's your vibe. All right. But they best not betray you, right? Like I feel like if somebody was to cross you, you might be a forgiving person. You might really be a forgiving person, but people don't necessarily see you that way. I think people see you as somebody, if someone crosses you, people expect that you will cut them off. You know what I mean? If they cross you, if they're disloyal in some way, you will cut them off. They're out of your circle. So people see you that way. Again, you could be the most forgiving person in the world, but people don't see you as forgiving. They see you as, to an extent. I think you are forgiving in small ways, but if somebody was to cross you or someone you care about, they're done, right? Okay. What is Group 3's strengths? What are the strengths for Group 3? What do people see as Group 3 strengths? Okay, we have Knight of Cups, High Priestess, Star, Six of Wands, Ten of Swords. Okay, interesting. I want to get one more Chariot. Okay, confidence here. Your strengths, confident. Six of Wands here for you. There's more of this fire. This is more kind of being able to be in the public eye or be seen. I feel like you're somebody that kind of draws the room or draws the attention to you wherever you go. You could be just like I'm not getting like class clown. Life of the party. Life of the party rather than class. You could be a class clown, okay? For me to say that, like, it's possible there may be some class clowns in there. A comedian. Somebody who's very funny, somebody who like really raises the vibe of the room. Really, life of the party energy here. People see you as the life of the party. People do see you in touch with your emotions as well, because we got so much fire for you. But I do see this element of like intuitive. So I feel like it's more, not so much like emotional as in touch with intuition, or like you're able to connect with people and understand them well. I feel like you've gone through some hardships and that's been able to, this is why you're funny. Like, this is part of why you're funny. You're able to turn situations into, something to laugh about, because that's how you heal from things, or that's how you cope with hardships in your life. Growing up, I feel like you coped this way. You made things into, you could laugh about them, and that's how you help yourself cope and heal. So I feel like that's one reason why you're very funny, is because you are able to take negative situations or negative emotions and turn it into somehow a positive light, or turn it into a positive light, or you recognize when things are, I'm not saying you're like bypassing any negative situations, you're just able to cope with them. You're able to turn things into funny energy. You're able to turn it into entertainment to people around you. And you are able to heal other people around you who've gone through similar experiences through your humor, through your way of connecting with people. You connect over laughs. You connect over, enthusiasm in that sense. And I'm finding that people see you as a healer in that way. You're able to like inspire healing through laughter. So beautiful. People do see you as able to move ahead through hardships because of that gift. And people do see you as confident. So whether or not you feel confident, it doesn't matter. This is how people see you, as someone who is confident, someone who can move forward despite any hardships, difficulties, and someone who can brighten another person's day just by saying something funny or off the wall. So I really love this for you. Beautiful energy. I want to go ahead and look at some weaknesses now. What weaknesses may be, what do people see as weaknesses for group 3? What's some energy for group? Okay, we got enthusiasm. Okay. I love that because of all this fire. And so, okay, we'll get to it. Anything else? Is that it? That's not really popping. Anything else? Okay. Health. Okay. Anything else? I'm really not getting like poppers. So I think that may be it. All right. So I think that, what I think is that you hide your weaknesses very well. And I honestly feel like this is part of the way that you've coped with hardships through your life, is you are able to hide your true feelings with a smile or with a joke. So while that is also a strength, there is an element here of you being able to bury or hide some of your true feelings and turn it into a smile, or hide behind a joke or hide behind a smile. So I feel like there's a balance here that needs to be met or found, because I really don't want you to lose that spark whatsoever. You're able to heal people with that humor, with that just vibrancy of being there, saying something that might be random or off the wall, might just mean nothing to you, or it might just have kind of just popped through your head so you said it. But I feel like it actually shifts the energy and people around you to a higher vibe, or to more healing, or to, just a better energy overall for people. So I feel like it's just more positive for those in your life, just to be around you, right? But you do have to take care of your own health as well, because I feel like there might be some mental health things that could be going on that you're covering up. So it's sort of like being sure to tend to anything that really needs tending to. And that's going to be different for each individual. But if you do have some mental health things going on, if you are dealing with depression, you should deal with it in a constructive way. I feel like you have a really good knack for doing that, but I feel like you use that knack more for the people around you than yourself. Like, you've learned to cope in this way, and so you help other people cope. You help give life to other people, but that energy for you can sometimes be missed. So I want to say that, like, you will not tend to your own needs when it comes to like anxiety or depression. It's like, I feel like it's really important for you to give yourself the love that you need, right? We have enthusiasm here. I also got an energy of maybe somebody might drink sometimes too much. Not a big deal, but that could affect your health negatively. So I feel like that's for somebody specific. So I feel like, again, I feel like that enthusiasm could be in a way avoiding dealing with particular parts of your life that need to be dealt with. So while these are wonderful strengths, in fact, beautiful, and I absolutely love your energy, it's fantastic. But I do feel like there's a little bit of a serious undertone that just needs to be dealt with. So if this is resonating with you, I feel like just making sure you are actually seriously taking some time or some part of your day to deal with any real mental health issues that you might be going through, any real depression, or have you been isolating a lot? I feel like you are an extrovert, and so maybe this year of introverted energy where people have been kind of closed in, more isolated, could have had an effect on your mental health more than it normally would. And so it's just something to make sure you're dealing with and being aware of and taking care of your mental health. And that's kind of the message I feel like is the biggest overall. I'm not really getting a weakness here for you. It's not really a weakness. I just feel like it's a message to tend to your mental health when you need to. You can't just take care of everyone around you. You also have to take care of yourself, right? So make sure that you are. And so as far as like the weakness from other people, I feel like that maybe some people closest to you recognize that in you. They recognize that you have, maybe, you have some depressive moments, or that you are an extrovert, and it's been a rough year for you. So I feel like that's really what people see as far as weaknesses. I don't really see any like actual legit weaknesses, if that makes sense. Okay, let's go ahead and move on here. I just want to see if we can get any more information for you. Yeah, I mean, and what's really coming through the most for me is that you really are a very compassionate person overall. Like, I feel like that really helps drive just that wanting to kind of like, connect with people or make people smile or laugh in some way. Like, you are able to see like the funny things in the odd parts of life. Like maybe even just like the day-to-day, kind of the, I feel like you're able to see the hilarity in sort of the daily things that go on. Like maybe we all get on the bus and sit in the same way or something. Like you're able to see the routines of people that might get overlooked and find what's funny about day-to-day boring stuff. Like, does that make sense? I hope so. If this is resonating with you, then that will make sense. Like, you're able to see the oddities in how people act day to day, and you can laugh about it. And I feel like that might be missed for other people. Like, they may not see that. They just take things at face value. You are more aware of odd little behaviors in people, in the way that we do things in society. So, interesting energy for you, Group 3. Really interesting. Okay, a win-win outcome is forecast for you. Yeah, absolutely. Take time to breathe out. One more. Emotions are running high. Okay, so again, I feel like there may just be some emotional energy or some energy of left over from the past year where things have shifted a lot, because again, I feel like you are an extrovert that may have been feeling like you aren't able to extend that energy out as much as you normally would, connect as much as you normally would. Take time to take care of yourself, right? Give yourself that self-care that you need, and don't be afraid to reach out to people around you when you need to. Make calls, give a text, reach out and connect with people when you need to. Don't be afraid to do that. And then we have win-win outcast. Or outcome is forecast. Beautiful. I do see that because I do see a lot of success for you on your path. We have this star, the Six of Wands, that's truly shining in the public eye in a very successful way. So I feel like people are going to watch you just grow and shine and really just be like a light and a rock for others around you. So it's like you're really going to be a role model for people around you because you're able to really show people how to be happy or have a good attitude in hard times. I hope that makes sense. Like you're really able to perform. Like I feel like you have a very performative nature about you. You're able to perform, make people laugh. Again, I love this energy for you. So yeah, I feel like you're going to have success in any endeavor that really puts you in the public eye. I feel like success is there for you. So I hope you enjoyed that. Let me get you an Art of Manifestation card. And then I'll close it out. All right, Art of Manifestation here for group 3. Oh, nope, nothing there. I gotta make sure I shuffle it better when that happens. Okay, come on now. So we do have opportunity popping out. Anything else? I feel like my shuffling isn't lending to the cards. Okay, that might be the only one. Okay. Yeah, they're kind of being sticky and weird. So that tells me that there's only one card here, so let's go ahead and read it. Okay, opportunity for group 3. This card speaks of new opportunities, although they may not necessarily come in the form that you are expecting. Be alert. Look beyond the obvious. Be prepared for opportunities disguised as loss. If a new pathway opens up for you, trust that it is leading you in the direction you are meant to go. So what this is telling me is to hop on opportunities when they're presented. If somebody invites you to some sort of an open mic or something like that, maybe that might make you nervous or that sounds a little weird. I'm saying take that opportunity. If somebody just invites you to lunch that, somebody you don't know that well, or that maybe you've never been to this restaurant, take that opportunity to do something new and different throughout your day. If you just feel an intuitive nudge to take a different way to work, follow that nudge, because that may be leading to new opportunities. This is really about saying yes to those nudges and to those opportunities when they are presented, and being aware of when they are presented, because they might be small nudges. They might be just saying, hey, don't go this way. Let's go this way today when you're walking your dog, or somebody just coming out of nowhere and saying, hey, I like your hat. Where'd you get your hat? And then you tell them and you say, where's that store? And you say, I'll show you, because it's like 2 blocks away. You get the idea. I don't have to go through every single scenario, right? You get the idea. Take those opportunities when they are presented in whatever form they come to you, because you may not know how it's going to be presented. But what you do know now is that there are opportunities on the way for you, Group 3. So I love that. Beautiful energy here for you. Absolutely fantastic. I hope that you found this helpful. Thank you so much for joining me. If you did like it, give it a thumbs up if you would. Consider subscribing if you aren't already. And otherwise, I will see you next time. Bye-bye.